Hi, I'm Dave Early, and I want to tell you a story. Right after I got saved in high school, I was working nights at a restaurant. And it just happened that one night, the cook and myself were the only two in the break room, and I started talking to him about God. Now, he was a Vietnam veteran. He was 10, 20 years older than me. He was rough, he was tough, he was battered, he was beaten up. He was cynical, he was sarcastic, he was funny, he was wicked. Uh, and as we got talking, I started talking about God, and he said, "Look, kid, let me just lay it out for you. I believe God is way too busy to care about what's going on in my miserable life. The man upstairs has plenty to do. He doesn't have to worry about me. And actually, I don't really care much about him either." Well, something inside of me just rebelled against that statement, the man upstairs. And I thought of a verse, Numbers chapter 23:19, where it says, God is not a man. I want to talk to you today about the fact God is not a man. A lot of our misconceptions, our struggles with God, is that we tend to think of him as just a bigger version of us. Uh, A.W. Tozer said, what comes into your mind when you think about God is the most important thing about you. If you think God is just a man, you don't know God. You've got the wrong God. You've got the wrong picture of God. You need to get an accurate view of God. God is not a man. He's not the man upstairs. God's not a man. God is an infinite spirit. He's an infinite spirit. Infinite means unlimited in every way. God is the only unlimited being in the universe. If God was trapped in a body, then he would not be infinite. He would be finite. He would be stuck to that body. But God's an infinite spirit. God is an infinite, unlimited in every way. And let me just talk to you about for a minute about the infinitude, the unlimited nature of God. And when it comes to time, God is eternal. He's not any older. He's not any younger. He's the same as he has always been. He's the same as he always will be. The reality is time began when God created something, because then when there was something finite that could be measured. Prior to that, God's infinite. There is no time. God actually exists outside of the realm of space and time. God is eternal. God has unlimited power. He is omnipotent. Jeremiah said there's nothing too hard for God. There's nothing God can't do. God created the heavens and earth in 6 days. Jesus, when he came to earth, tapped into the power of his Father. He walked on water. He raised the dead. He healed the sick. He multiplied food. God has unlimited power. God doesn't get tired. God doesn't get worn out. God doesn't say that's too heavy, that's too big. God is unlimited. The theologians use this word, omnipotent, all powerful, all powerful. He's unlimited when it comes to knowledge. There's nothing God doesn't know. God knows every word on every book that's ever been written. God knows every thought by every person who has ever thought a thought. God knows every word you've ever said. God knows everything you've ever done. God knows everything that has ever happened. God knows everything that is happening. God knows everything that will happen. God has unlimited knowledge. Unlimited, every bit of knowledge. God has unlimited knowledge. God is unlimited when it comes to space. 1 Kings 8:27 says, the heavens, the earth cannot contain you, O God. He's unlimited when it comes to space. God can be fully here, and he can be fully in China, and fully in Brazil, and fully in India, and fully on the moon, and fully everywhere. He can be just as present everywhere as he can be in one place at a time, as he is in heaven. God is omnipresent. So whenever you need God, you don't have to run. He's there. He's there. So God is not a man. I encourage you, worship Him for who He is. Not who you think He is, but who He really is. The infinite God, the unlimited God, the all-knowing God, the all-powerful God, the everywhere present God, the eternal God who's been here before, who is here right now, who will always be. Worship the true God. He's more than the man upstairs.